Hey, Snack Pack, snacking here, putting the creme in your brulee, if you know what I mean, bringing you a tactical breakdown. Why am I doing this one? It's because someone leveled criticism at me, and I would say I don't take criticism well, but actually I kind of do. So, um, 4 stack on Anubis. Sean and I are healing. Sadie's gonna tank, Puzzle's gonna tank, and then we've got a Widow and a soldier. We start on defense. Let's see how it goes.
I'll heal next round. How's that sound?
Doesn't matter to me. I was just offering. Whatever you want to do. Right. 7. I'm right there with you, man.
1. Attackers incoming.
Just an old quick player.
Always fire down this choke.
Sniper on the bridge.
At least in lower levels.
I'll go get her.
You get some ult charge that way. I tell you who I discorded, but I have no idea. Maurice is low.
No, they're all going right. They're going right. Watch your right flank. Watch your
Eurus
right
is down. It's 2 picks.
May on me.
Okay, wasn't that right? When he said they're going right, wasn't that right side? Did I get
You like that shield,
confused?
Sean?
Yeah. Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Also, Dad, if you look in the bottom right corner, it now
Oh,
shows
that
you
was
what
it.
character.
There's 2 on point, the Diva and the Rhine. Our Mercy is down. Okay. One thing is Zen that I was not doing was I wasn't leading the target properly, so I'm not hitting my shots, and that's hurting me a little bit here. We need help on point. I definitely had an aiming problem there. No, I
I'm at
know.
28 health. I'm doing the best I can.
A temporary setback.
Alright, with both healers down, 3 others down, and 1 on point, that'll be it.
Good job.
Oh, I got it.
Protect the objective. Get on the objective. My
Objective
ultimate
lost.
target.
New defense point. Objective B.
Winston?
My ultimate is charging.
Winston's on you.
Discorded? Lucky shot on the Tracer. Now, one thing I'll say about our team comp. We have a Diva and I think a Reinhardt or a Risa from Puzzle. Because the other team has a Mei and a Winston, we may want to think about switching off the Diva. Diva is a Mei can shut you down, I guess is where I'm going, and the Winston can often shut down the Widow depending on her positioning.
Going
Warriors
left,
over here.
right.
Warriors over here. I'm gonna stay at the choke.
Get over here and heal up.
Winston down.
They're all coming in right.
Experience tranquility.
And I got sticky bombed, diva bombed.
Oh my god, this May is annoying as shit.
Ah, too much shields.
Okay, I am a Zenyatta. Why am I fighting on point when the whole team's here? After I had transcended, our Mercy died, and I, played around with their Diva a little bit. I should have backed off the point and used my long range vantage to heal and do some damage instead of being up here in their face. That's bad positioning on my part.
Someone needs to get this May.
Got her.
from the hunters.
The bread is Zarya.
Dominated.
Thinking about the Rhine swap.
Was watching a Overwatch dojo that was talking about positioning,
Also
and
just
they
thinking about a
define
Roadhog
good
swap.
positioning as a place where you can do your job, where you're safe and can do your job.
Yeah, there's a ship over there.
And in that last fight for Zenyatta, that was off point. Eva, now that time I moved forward
I can't
because
save
I
this.
saw their
Switching to Mara.
Genji over there.
Score 0-2.
Okay, so in this first round we had some comp issues. I think we should have switched our comp up a little more than what we did. And as Zen, I was out of position anyway. And I think Sadie got caught out front a couple of times, unfortunately. And I don't know if that was because of the May or something else, but I noticed she got yanked out of mech over there. Can't really comment on anything else. So let's see what the next round is. Okay, so dual tank, dual heal, like the heal combo, and then Doomfist and Soldier. Doomfist can be an absolute powerhouse on a point. The only problem is getting them there, and then some people know how to counter them very well. I like it.
Number none. 10 minutes.
Reload is fit.
Yeah, how do I...
Commences in
My shield broke. How do
Reload.
But I never seen.
mission starts?
that was pretty
Speed
good.
away.
3,
That was pretty good.
1.
We were just commenting on how our
Widow
Doomfist
stuff.
has 10 minutes on him.
Objective A.
Where is she? She's in the back, isn't she? I don't see her
No, I
on the
already got
bridge.
her. Whoa! I got stunned.
Yep.
That was good. What the fuck?
So I attempted to dive the Widow and got
Sorry,
pulled
Soldier,
out of mech
I'm dying.
immediately.
That Widow's definitely a
Our Doomfist is way up front. Our Lucio died way up front. Okay, so let's take a look at positioning just a minute. I dive the Widow because we have a Reinhardt, we have healers in the back. The Reinhardt can protect himself and keep his shield up. He may be able to protect the people behind him, but it hampers his ability to create space because he can't use his hammer. If he uses his hammer, the Widow starts opening fire. I wasn't going to go straight onto the point. I'm not sure why we did this, because now our Lucio is dead way up front. Our Doomfist died on the platform where I got yanked out of mech. At least we were together. We've got whoever that is on the bridge and off to the right. This was not a coordinated push.
All systems check out. Routing power to forward shield.
Alright, probably should have told Going everyone left I was side. going. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Now I told her.
Anybody else coming?
This is with me.
Sniper, don't get caught.
The Widow's top right.
This is what I mean. Super.
Okay, so again, trying to charge the Widow, I got yanked out of mech by the Roadhog. So I was trying to take it in 2 stages, which is why I went the way I went. I guess I should have retreated to get heals, and move back more with the team rather than attempting to dive the Widow. So maybe I'm a little overly focused.
Hard to get any value.
The
out of
Widow's
it.
really good.
Alright, I'm gonna switch up, dude.
Yeah, her position is real good.
Soldier,
That hog.
back up.
Gotta go.
You need Diva and Winston just to dive up there.
Okay.
Boosters engaged. Defense matrix
Wrong one.
activated.
There we go.
Routing power to
Well, I got her hurt, but
Okay, here I'm trying to join the Winston.
Oh, damn.
And I charged the I was trying to charge the
Back up,
McCree,
regroup.
but that ult still managed to get 3 people. Well, if you include my mech.
I'm not a computer.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
alright, they're gonna see you coming in. Ace.
We got one.
I missed. Yeah, Sean, don't follow me when I do that.
I flew into you and then you jump out and.
Our Doomfist has become a Reaper. That was a little more successful.
I used one of his teammates for cover from the ult.
60 seconds.
Locking down the objective. Rally to me.
People underestimate the extreme high rate of fire of Baby Diva.
Don't worry, I'll solo the hog in the room.
As a Baby Diva, I will let you.
Objective A
Sure.
captured. Commence
Because
attack
I'm not going to
objective
solo
B.
the hog.
Mecha active.
That sweet, sweet ult charge to get me back into mech.
Routing power to forward shield.
Alright, I'm just poking a choke here, trying to build my ult again. Winston's
I
mid-range.
have my ult.
I realize I'm doing almost no damage, but
Dude, I can't.
Congrats above you.
okay. I don't know why the Reaper's over there. Exactly. Well, I guess he was trying to poke, but okay. If you're in flank, you need to be sneakier. I don't know if he didn't have Wraith form to get out. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's an unfortunate pick.
Get that, I can't get the.
Right, there's a jump out.
I forced him down.
Ejecting.
Alright, yeah, this is aborted. Alright, I realize. Okay, so the reason I was standing down the stairs a little bit is because I realize it opens up just headshots, but it's harder. It makes an already small silhouette that much smaller, right? Because I'm only half height. And that was painful. Both healers are down.
Let's go to
What
the
happened to
right
end this with
and
time?
not down the middle.
We're way below their time. Let's end this.
My ultimate is ready to be unleashed. Suiting up. My ultimate. Now show them. My ultimate is ready. Go.
Alright, so I see where the Junkrat is. I left. Okay, Junk.
I forced him down.
Staying around
We're
for
close to
that.
that. Oh.
Alright, we got 2 down. 3 down.
Alright, I'm out of
Get that
mech.
trap, get that trap.
Sean, you can fly with me.
Okay, that McCree's lucky he was getting healing, otherwise I would have had him. When I charged across the point, I probably should have stopped my mech before I went off the platform, so that might have been bad mechanical play on my part.
Are we pushing in or backing off?
I'm having to back off because I just can't do enough damage.
Alright, I've got Bunny Bomb up.
Still have my ult.
Alright, warn me when you're gonna use it. I'll send in the bomb.
Well, I'm gonna try to use it as like an extra health, dude. Like if I go down to like 100 health, I'll burn it.
I'm just getting one tap.
Okay, what I was hoping was that Winston would dive and ult. And while he was knocking people around, I would send in the Bunny Bomb just a couple of seconds after. And that way we could stagger our ults out and either kill people or chase them off the point long enough for our team to get there. Of course, our Mercy is down, so this idea is done, and our Reaper is down, so really we need to back off.
Junkrat's about to go down. There he goes.
It was a good try.
Oh, we don't have a Mercy.
Mercy's down, so just wipe it and come back.
Healed up.
Yeah, we don't have many tries left with this.
Let's get you back in the fight.
Back off, back off, back off. Go in there.
Let's not go in the front door.
Now show them.
Kind of behind you, I need some healing.
My ultimate is nerf this.
Yeah, I just don't understand. We need to kill, guys.
Well, I was hoping for more kills than that. The Bunny Bomb got the Moira, and that was it, and I'm done.
Nerf this.
Everybody just sits around and
Well,
looks at each other.
Hey, Winston and Diva, you guys need to be more aggressive and dive the point. You're moseying into the point way
Everybody
too
just sits
slow.
and looks at each other.
Yeah, and you know, us DPS guys can't maneuver around that.
Get through this.
I've been thinking, okay, there's the advice, and I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. As we saw in this video, aggressive wasn't working well. If I became aggressive, most of the time I was pulled out of mech. And Baby Diva cannot survive on the point long enough to make much of a difference. Now, payload's a little different. Sometimes you can get lucky, especially in silver and bronze, but sometimes in gold too. And you can, just kind of run around and jump around and hide and on a payload and get enough cover to stall. But on a 2 CP or on a King of the Hill, if you're Diva and you get pulled out of mech on point with the rest of the team there, you ain't gonna last. You're done. Unless you get very, very lucky. A Mayolt coming in or Winston jumping in and saving your ass or something. I got yanked out on the platform. I got yanked out of mech trying to dive the Widow. I got yanked out of mech. And the times that I've been aggressive, I've gotten my ass kicked by their DPS. So I can try to go in, and the only thing, and Puzzle and I talked about this, the only thing that we could have done different is I could have coordinated with Winston. And I could have said, okay, Puzzle, where are you going to dive next? And I will follow you. And I could have followed the Winston better. Instead of our team splitting up 3 and 3, like we have a couple of times here, because we had some pushes to the left, and there were 3 of us, and then some pushes to the right, and there were 3 of us, but we didn't really coordinate very well at all. So while I understand that my job as a tank is to create space and to get our DPS in there to do some damage, if I'm jumping in there, but I have no survivability because our coordination and timing is bad, then just jumping in isn't going to help us.
30 seconds remaining.
But I did take the advice for,
Alright,
I mean, I listened.
That's you and Winston coordinate. We're ready. I got the speed to
With
get
20 seconds.
Damn it.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
And there we go. So, good things. I did manage to shut the McCree ult down multiple times. My positioning was bad. I should have followed the Winston more, I think. Or at least coordinated targets, right? So if the Winston was diving somebody from the right side, then maybe I could fly in from the left and dive the same person. Our coordination was bad. Being overly aggressive will get you being overly aggressive without coordination will get you killed. And so while I think the advice it wasn't necessarily bad advice, it also I don't think was a good analysis of what the real problem was. The real problem wasn't aggressiveness; it was coordination. Right, the team was either scattered, and then Winston and I needed to coordinate targets. And then I disagree with my teammate here. Winston and I, once we decided a target, needed to announce the target and make sure everybody understood what the target was, right? If someone had a problem, they needed to say, hey, I'm dead, or I'm in trouble, or, I can't get to them, or, whatever, and then we could switch targets. That discussion would take about 15 seconds, and it needed to occur much earlier in the match than what it did. The other option that we had is we could have switched off the Winston. I know that we had the Winston to help us take care of the Widow, but I don't think they had the Widow anymore. I think they had McCree and Rat, and I don't think they had the Widow. So, I mean, Winston's okay. But we could have gone Reinhardt Diva. We could have gone back to Reinhardt Diva to which gave one of the tanks more survivability to get on the point to allow the DPS to move in behind them. Or we could have gone Winston Reinhardt, or I don't really like Winston or Risa as much, but even that may have been better. So we either needed better coordination, a comp switch, or both. Anyway, that's my tactical breakdown for the evening. I hope everyone has a happy Valentine's Day. Snacking out.